wise, I'm 17 and I'm going to be a freshman at ECU.
JT Wise, I'm a junior at Panther Creek High School.
Okay.
I'm Aaron Williams. I'm going to be a sophomore at Mill Creek High School.
Hey, I'm Brian Williams. I'm from Beaufort, Georgia, and I come from a family of 6. And I'm 18 years old, and I plan on going to West Georgia College, and I plan on studying engineering.
Hey, this is Nick Williams, 20 years old. I go to University of West Georgia. Come from a family of 6 people, mom, dad, 3 brothers, and me, the oldest of 4 boys.
I would put family first because, well, to me, family is everything. If you don't have family, you don't really have anything. And faith is definitely second. You gotta keep faith with you at all times. Otherwise, life just won't be great. And then as for the rest, I'd put friends, then fun, fortune, and fame. Because fame, that's not really that important to me. But I'm all about fun. Can't have a fun life without fun. Fortune, it's important, but to me, it's not everything. Like, I can live comfortably with whatever I have. I'll find a way to make it work.
My first priority would probably be faith. I've always been taught to always put God first. My second is, of course, family, because I really want to be where I am right now without my family. Friends, I put third because whenever my family's not there, they're always there for me. So I really try to get friends. The fourth would be fun, because fun is being happy and everything, and trying to be as happy as possible. Fortune would probably be second to last because it's always good to have fortune. The last one would be fame, because I don't really care if I would be famous or not, or anything, or well known.
Probably faith, family, fun, friends, fortune, fame.
I would say faith is most important, family, friends, fun, fortune, and fame.
So, priorities in life. I think faith and family are the 2 biggest ones to me. Friends too, but mainly faith and family. I think those 2 carried me a long way with who I am and the way I am today.
Well, all the help that I can get is awesome, but I don't want it to be mapped out for me. I definitely want to make my own decisions and figure out what I really want in life. And I don't want someone to tell me that. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, so I'll probably be like a 5 or 6. Because like, helping me, if I tell somebody what I want to do, and they help me figure out a way to do it in like a nice flowy pattern, then that would be great.
I would like some help in my life and work, but not all of it. I'll get some assistance, but I'm not gonna try to figure some of it out on my own. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in the real world.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably about an 8. I would need help because I don't exactly know what I'm planning on doing or anything like that.
I'd say 10 because personally, like, I like all the help I can get because it's not always fun to be like on your own and independent. Sometimes you need a little help.
I definitely need help. I think a good bit of help would be useful to me. Probably 7 to 8 on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm still thinking what I want to do, so I think that'd be good.
I want like 80% control, and I guess the other things that are control is like bosses telling me, oh, you can have this job, or no, you're fired. But yeah, because I definitely want to live my life how I want it, And again, I don't want someone to tell me what to do.
I want about 90% control, probably, because, like on the last question, it's all about what you think is right for you, and you're choosing for yourself is what you're going to do in the real world. But you're also just a kid too, and you need some adults to guide you in the right direction and everything.
Probably about 90%. I would want to do what I want to do and not have a bunch of people putting their input on what I should do for a living.
I say 100%, maybe even more than that, because I mean it's your career. It's like the rest of your life. You want to know what you're like able to do, support your family in the future, and just stuff like that.
I'd say about 60% or so. Still kind of deciding, and still would like help with that.
All of it, I guess, 100%. Because, like, if my parents don't support what I'm doing, then it's just going to be hard, like, knowing, oh, my parents don't like what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's like, I'm still going to do it. It's what I want to do and what I love.
I probably need about 100% of parental support, because I like when my parents are backing me up on things and everything. And usually, if they're not backing me up, it's probably going to be because I'm thinking about doing something wrong or something, and they mostly know what's right.
I will need a lot of help from my parents. They would guide me through all the different questions I have and help me make the best decision for me.
Starting college, I'll need pretty much like 100%, because I'm gonna need them to like figure out, all right, what kind of loans do I need, like how much do I need taken out. But later, I'm gonna have to pay all that back, like all my loans and everything, just so I'm not like in debt, because being in debt's not fun.
I'd say about 50 or so, about half. Still kind of working on my own and might need some help there.
Enough to the point where you can get where you want, but they shouldn't be controlling. Like, it all goes back to like number 2 and 3. Like, I want to be in control. I want to do my life how I want.
They should have some input on the planning. Never really thought about that really that much.
Pretty much just put you on the right path, what they think can make you successful in life. And that's what parents do. They're supposed to teach you what you need to know and how well you need to know it.
Pretty much all of it at the start, because they're the ones that are just getting all the stuff set up, the grants and loans and even scholarships. They're helping you like get organized and get ready to start your first year of college.
I'd say about 50% again.
There's not really that I can think of right now. I mean,
It's always good to have like a summer job, something to make you more responsible. Always just keep you busy and not have you sit around doing nothing all the time. So it's anything to help you get responsible.
Yeah, pretty much if you want to work, go into the workforce and you help pay your way, like help them. So it's kind of like not just your parents paying for you.
I think so. No options.
Well, I definitely like helping people, so I guess I don't really want to be a firefighter or a police woman. I'm too scared. I'm a wimp. But I definitely want to help people, so nursing was my first choice, and I thought I don't really want to go through all that school and be like in the hospital all the time. And then in high school, I took a sports medicine class, and it was all about athletic training, and I really like the idea of being on the field, and then when an athlete gets hurt, you can just go and be like, I'll save you. So I really like, and I'm a big sports fan, I love athletics, so that was really cool, and that's what I ended up doing now, but basically anything that helps people that my life isn't in danger, like a firefighter, police officer. So I guess medicine and therapy, physical therapy.
I really like to help people out a lot and stuff, so I like to go into like EMT, being a paramedic or something, or going into nursing. I also like helping people with training and stuff, like strength training and stuff, so maybe I can be a strength coach someday too.
I've always been interested in being a lawyer, being a doctor, and really anything that's got decent hours, good pay, anything that I can make a living on.
Well, my number one is probably architecture, and that kind of ties in with engineering too. I like those two. A second one, I like music a lot, so maybe something in that field of study. Like performing arts. And then a third one, I haven't really thought about that, but maybe like criminology. That's a cool study, because I took forensics in high school for a class senior year. And it was pretty cool. It was really interesting.
Definitely business. For me, number 2 would be computers. And then 3 would be, probably say the medical field.
I want a relatively large-ish family. I want 3 kids, boy, girl, boy, and yeah. But when I'm not sure, I want my life on track. I want myself to be stable in whatever job I'm in, and I want to be able to have enough money to raise the kids comfortably and not have financial problems. And me and my husband will be Gucci. I just said Gucci.
I don't really think I would want a really big family or something, maybe just 2 or 3 kids. When I would have one is probably when I think I'm ready, like financially, and when I'm all settled down and everything.
I'd like to get married, start a family probably about 24, 25 when I'm done with college. Like around 4 or 5 kids. That would be a good family size for me.
Well, I grew up in a big family, pretty much. I had 3 brothers and my 2 parents and a dog. So I would say I would like somewhere around there, like 3, 4 kids, maybe more. The more the merrier. And when? I don't know. Probably, definitely after college sometime. A couple years, just to get my financial life in order and social life in order.
I want a family size about as big as mine now, about 4 kids and a wife, maybe a dog too, be nice. Plan on doing that about hopefully late 20s, early 30s, later on after I finish school and get into my career of choice.
Well, my mom used to be a strength conditioning specialist, so she raised me and my brother to be like healthy and active and stuff, and that's where I got like the whole love for athletics part of it. And then helping people is just like my parents. I always see my parents helping people in whatever they can, and I guess how they acted around strangers shaped how I thought strangers should be treated. And yeah, so that's why I want to help them.
It's probably played a really big part because, like, my mom she works for a nonprofit and everything, so she's all about helping people out and everything. My dad's a pretty hard worker too, so they kind of always tell me to, if you're doing something, then work your best at it and never quit, and always help the person next to you, stuff like that.
Well, growing up in a Christian-based home, so I've always been going to church. That's led me in my Christian walk, and so that's what I base my decisions on.
I'd say it has a pretty big impact on me, like how my parents are, because most of their morals have become mine just because I've just grown up that way, and just seeing how things are and stuff. They just kind of shaped me in that way.
Definitely been raised in a Christian home, and it's definitely been good being able to see just the right way to, the difference between right and wrong, and the way that you should go about doing things. It's definitely helped me become who I am.
I think planning early is important because you get an idea of what you want to do for the rest of your life. You're not, when you're like 24 years old and you still don't know what to do, you're not going to waste your time thinking about it. You'll actually know what to do. And maybe if you get out of college, you'll actually start your own career or whatever.
It's always good to have a plan on what you think you're going to do. You never want to just get out of high school and just not know what you're doing. You always want to have a plan, know what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do
Well,
it.
it's good to be organized because I'm a very organized person, like for the most part, and just knowing when stuff is and what goes where.
It's definitely good to know what you want to do and just not have to rush things. I think being able to have like a plan set out for your life is good to show just the way you want to be able to do what you want to do.
I'd probably be around an 8 or a 9 right now because I really don't know what to do or how to get started with planning for a career or anything besides going to college or talking to people and stuff. So I feel like this program could really help me out and could really determine what my future's going to be like someday.
It would definitely be helpful. It would show me what I like, what I don't like, how I would get this stuff done, and it would just give me an idea of how I could get a career going.
It's kind of ties into number 10 with why is planning early important. Just being organized, prepared, and knowing what to expect.
I would say 8 to 9. It's good to be able to plan things and know what you want and doing stuff.
Well, I've always been had a really good relationship with my family, and so I've always wanted to have a career that gives me good hours that I can spend time with my family, good vacation time to go spend time with them, and enough money to live off of with a nice big family to always have around.
Basically, I'm just like, for instance, college. I want to go to West Georgia because I want to do engineering because I love math because I'm really bad at language arts and social studies, so I like math and science. Or talking about work, like Kroger. I would pick Kroger because I need money basically, and yeah, that's about it. I do what I do because ties into basically just my morals, my needs, and my wants, and
Yeah, I definitely have a passion to be able to help people and just helping people out just in general, just like whatever they need. I definitely would think that's a good thing to do. Just anybody that I can do, and like giving, whatnot.
that's a lot of stuff. But basically, just like seeing how society's changed over 100 years, 10 years, it's just how people act, and for instance, like gay uprisings, religious, in Syria, even in Colorado the other day, the shooting taking place, and how people have changed, and like how violent we are, and how much war. And when you get older, you just understand that, life's delicate and it could be taken away just like that. And when when you're younger, like when you're a baby, it's just like your mom is there and your dad is there just to take care of you, and everything's just so simple. And then when you get older and you get a job, you go to college, you start to think like, you know, life's complex and it's a dog-eat-dog world, but you just gotta stick to your morals and just be who you are and don't get caught up in what you don't believe or what you don't think is true.
I definitely see, it's definitely one crazy world out there. Say, a lot of bad things and good things. It just kind of makes me think, you know, the world's bad sometimes and good sometimes, just kind of back and forth. So, kind of how I see the world, good and bad.
Hopefully getting into the athletic training program at East Carolina and going on to get my master's as a physical therapist.
Being in college,
Okay. You got an idea where?
not right now. I'm just looking at schools and seeing the best one that fits me.
And you're looking at schools with scholarships and
Yes, sir.
okay.
Schools that are interested in me and everything.
Why would they be interested in you?
Because I play football.
I play football. That's right.
I see myself going to college and seeing where that takes me.
Have any idea where you might try to go to college?
No idea.
Okay. And what degree do you think, if you started based on what you know now, what degree do you think you'd be going after?
I don't know. I'm back and forth on a few different ones, so I'm not too sure yet.
Okay.
I'd say in about 4 years I'd be trying to transfer to Georgia Tech and get into the engineering or architecture program.
Now being at University of West Georgia, going into my junior year, majoring in business management, plan to graduate from there in 2 years, probably the fall of 2014. And then decided to hopefully go on to get my master's degree maybe at University of Georgia, UGA. After that, head out, hopefully find work like everyone likes to do, and hopefully move on and find a wife and have some kids and just go on with my life like that. Eventually pay back these loans that I got. I don't want to go too in debt with college money. And definitely try and get a job that's deals with marketing or sales somewhere along there. But like I said, I still need some guidance to get my like actual specific job. So that's about it.
What about this interview process that you went through? What part of it that you recall was kind of stood out, it made you think a little bit? Anything in particular?
Maybe your parents' influence on your decisions.
Okay. And why was that important? What did you think about?
Seeing how more independent you come as you age,
Okay, good.
like financially and stuff like that.
Financially, okay, good. How about you, Aaron? Anything about this interview that you recall that kind of jumped out at you that might be of interest to you?
How big your family you want to have, and like when you're going to start on it.
It's kind of a funny question to be asking when it comes to career change.
Yeah.
How does that affect your career decisions?
It's just like how your hours, what kind of hours you want to have, if you want to spend time with your family, or if you want to be working all the time, and then how much money you're going to be making to support the family.
Good. How about you, Nick? Anything jump out at you that made you think a little bit?
Well, kind of the same as Aaron, just like the way your family will be and how that affects your job. I see that just kind of have to, it's a big decision to make, like what you want to do and where your family goes and whatnot.
So you think your family decisions are critical? How about you, Sid? Anything that jump out at you?
Like planning for your life in like 10, 20, 30 years, not just, oh, when I get to college, this is how it's going to be. And as soon as I get out, I'm going to find a job
Good. How about you, JT? Anything that was made you think a little bit?
I don't really realize how the way you're brought up can affect your ideas and how you feel about stuff, and now I realize that.
Good. Okay, we usually have parting words. Any thoughts that you want to add to, if you were trying to help young people about to make a decision, what would you like to suggest to them? Anything that you'd like to say to encourage them?
If you pick something that you want to do, work your best at it, and don't slack off, because you'll end up homeless.
Good. Okay, Sydney, you got any parting words for them?
Planning is awesome, and it makes so many things so much easier. And find something that you love to do, because otherwise you're gonna be miserable the rest of your life in a job that you might get a lot of money, but you don't want to do it.
Super. Nick, any thoughts?
Definitely stay in school, keep your grades up, listen to your parents, try and be responsible, and that'll get you a long way, I think.
Super. How about you, Aaron?
Find out what you want to do and what you're passionate about, and don't get into something that you don't want to do.
Good.
You need to chase your dreams and work hard at what you want to do. Follow your heart.